Hello bros and welcome to SFX0 BroFive production, next part of Sakura Space. That starts up in 3, 2, 1. Ha! I was right! Start going right here. I retreat and then pull out my pistol. A barrage of paralyzing rounds rains down from above. I die behind cover. They're only robots, so I don't have to adjust my pistol's destructive power. Squeezing the trigger, I feel a powerful blast erupts from its barrel. An explosion takes out a portion of the drones, but more and more arrive from seemingly out of nowhere. They're a compact module, so they should be too hard to deal with. But overwhelming numbers may be a problem. I duck from cover to cover, firing at drones whenever I get a clear shot. I'm not taking them down, however. Pistol configuration full automatic. Instead of concentrating all the energy into my pistol shots, I fire sprays of deadly pellets at the enemy. They are piercing through the drone's light plating, destroying large quantities of them every time I come back out from behind cover. It's then that the drones begin to change their tactics. They begin firing shots whichever an arc attempting to shoot me while I'm still behind cover. I'm forced to roll out into an open avoid being stunned. Pistol configuration EMP. Most drones have these days are shielded from EMP type attacks. My pistol doesn't have enough punch to be able to destroy them, but this should be enough to stun them while I find new cover. For a moment the drones scatter in the air erratically. Several of them crash into each other, causing them to fall onto the metal floor in a crumpled heap. But that still leaves a sizable number of them. Unleashing another barrage of automatic fire, it's soon down to just a few of them. The AI which runs these network drones seem to be in disarray. The drones are retreating from the hall, regrouping at the end of it. This time they approach slowly. It's a systematic approach, slowly eliminating potential places where I can take cover. But isn't going to help. Now that there's only a few of them left, I don't have to worry about cover as much. As soon as I step out, all of them look at their target onto me. Fortunately, paralyzing rounds move a bit slower than conventional bullets. I'm able to stand out in the open, dodging the projectiles with ease. I fire back and it's over. Among the twisted metal husk of the drones, I cannot help but let a grin spread on my face. It's been a long time since I enjoyed myself like this. Not only is the job going to pay really well, it's also going to be a lot of fun. But I need to think about this more carefully. If she's using non-lethal weapons, then what does that mean? She's testing me. She said that she wanted to have a lot of fun, so naturally she would want it to end quickly by using lethal weapons. This drone is some sort of elaborate game to her. That would make sense. Pressing it together would also explain a lot about her actions. Captain, are you here? Oh, she looked like she's crying. I can't deal with that. Where did you go? Those two must have been wondering where I went. I'm fine, do not worry about me. What happened here? She looks around at all the smoldering drone scraps on the ground. I had a run-in with our target. Our target? You mean she's here? Let's get back to our quarters. I explain everything when we get back. So here is what I have determined. Our target? She is a company employee and mercenary just like us, and it seems that she is aware of who we are and that we have taken up her bounty. Also, she has described herself as a fan of ours. Kotori seems to be taken seriously for a change. If she's on this ship, then it's going to be dangerous. Nami nods in agreement. We have to heighten our security measures on our quarters. There could be traps waiting for us in here. Those drones I saw, All of them were equipped with non-lethal weaponry. So does that mean she isn't out to kill us? It doesn't appear that way. If I were to take a guess, this is all just a big game to her. She said she was a fan of our work and that we apparently have a cult following. If we take a guess at her motives, the crimes, her appearing here and confidently declaring herself out in the open, is all just a game to her. Just a game. Now that I think about it, none of the crimes resulted in any casualties. So this is all about feeding her own ego. She thinks she is proving how talented and resourceful she is. When Kotori starts taking things seriously, she really is sharp. Well, she is a mercenary like us, so her reputation would be everything. And what better way would she be able to prove her own capabilities than by beating us, her own idols? Exactly. She said she is a fan, as I mentioned before. Guess that this means that his job is going to come down to a battle of wits. If we fail, then she will make sure to humiliate us in front of the entire company. Our reputation would be forever tarnished. I have heard about the workers in the film industry who messed up once and were never able to find a job again. Life as a mercenary is no different from that in this part of the galaxy. If you cannot get tasks done, then you might well look for a new job. So we understand the motives and we know that she is somewhere on this ship. But we can't simply confront her out in the open. Right, Akane is an alias, as we determined earlier. There's no concrete evidence linking her to her crimes. So if we confronted her out in the open and beat her senseless, it would seem like that we just attacked a fellow employee for no particular reason. Which means we need evidence first. That's precisely the problem. She says she's drifted aboard a company ship. If we can just find out more information about her, then we can determine who she is and find a way to beat her. As it stands, they probably knows where our quarters are, so she can afford to wait and let us come to her. You said that this is about her ego, so perhaps we can bait her like that. If you got her confess, recorded it, then you could go forward claiming the bounty. On the other hand, if it becomes public knowledge that the single highest bounty in the galaxy is on the ship, it would throw everything into chaos. Every single team here would be mobilizing to take her down, and in that case she would easily slip away or cause mayhem somewhere else. So we have to handle this with discretion above all else. If we pull this out, there we are set for life. No one is to breathe a word to this about this to anyone outside of these quarters, okay? Both of them nod in agreement. Good. That's an order from your captain. Kotori puts her hand on her chin. We have to remember that she is confident enough to reveal herself to us. 1 second. Starting to feel a little sick. My throat's starting to get sore. I have a cold and that's sickness. She would obviously have traps in wait. This is going to be difficult to approach. It would be best to have time to think about our next move. Exactly. For now, I'm going to declare our meeting adjourned. I want everyone to be ready for battle at a moment's notice. I will be setting the security system to red alert. If even a rat finds his way into our quarters, we will know about it. Acknowledged. Security level on red alert. Good. Make sure to check your rooms before you go to bed. We don't want her to strike when we're most vulnerable. While we while we should be relatively safe in our quarters, it's better to be safe than sorry. The captain declared this meeting to be adjourned. As the two of them leave the room and Aya begins to speak. I will keep an eye out for any reports or unusual problems arising on board. My guess is that she will not be able to remain out of trouble, or she will be applying incredible restraint on her compulsions. I agree. It's been rather difficult to relax since what happened. I'm here at the pool with Nami. She hasn't left my side since Akana had to single me out. For the longest time we just sit there together, not saying a single word. Captain, I want to ask you a question. Ask away. Why is that you chose to walk away from us when you thought you were being followed? At the time I thought it might have just been those mercenaries from earlier. People around here take such things personally, you know. Even if it was just them, there's no point in needless risking yourself like that. Well, if we have to remain in a group, then might not have revealed themselves and simply waited for a better opportunity to strike. So I thought the best course of action was to lure them out myself. I kinda did reveal herself too. Next time, please try to let your crew know if you're planning something like that. She isn't out to kill you, but still, what if she decided to stun you, then capture you? That would really put things in disarray for us. I'm sorry, Nami, but I really did feel that it was best course of action. Well, we have to accept the captain's orders. And you did try to protect us. Exactly. I sit down at water edge, just letting the warm water soak my feet. Nami relaxes in much the same way. Kotori did pick up an excellent place to put this pool. You can get a perfect view of the cosmos from here. Why is it that the space is so fascinating to us? Even in the old days, mankind looked up at the stars in wonder. The same look of wonder is in Nami's eyes as the twinkling stars shine in front of us. You're still searching for it, aren't you? Yes. An answer. Have you worked out the question yet? No, I have not. Here I am still chasing vague feelings of longing after so many years. There's something out there among the stars that I'm looking for. I do not know what that is. There's some desire in me, something I cannot comprehend. I ask myself every day, what is it that I'm chasing? What does all of this mean? That's why you became a pilot, isn't it? You want to see what was out there. Exactly. Among the three of us, we all come to radically different walks of life. Naomi was a former pilot on Earth's best and brightest. I come from a mundane background. No one back on Earth could have imagined that things would turn out like this for me. And not for Nami either. Although my time spent in the career was unforgettable, it did not give me the freedom that I was craving. You could only be in a few places at once. I wanted more. I wanted to spread my wings and fly across the cosmos. I wanted to know if I could find what I was looking for out here. She let out a small laugh. I guess in the end, what I'm chasing is some enlightenment. Do you think that there could be a profound experience out there, one which would change how you saw everything in life? Oops, clicked the wrong place. It is a wider universe, Nami. That experience is out there somewhere, and I'm certain of it. But it's a little hard to look if you don't know where it is. Perhaps you don't find it all at once. Perhaps it is something that you slowly accumulate over time. Perhaps this is an enlightening experience. It's merely the sum of everything that you have done. Perhaps it is. Normally Nami isn't so open about her thoughts. Are you afraid, Nami? Huh? Of what? You are worried about me. Well, of course I am. If something happens to our captain, I doubt this company would remain together. So it would be wise to ensure that nothing happens to you. Akane obviously does not desire to harm you in any real sense. But even so, if it had been someone who was actually out to harm you, then what would become of all of us here? Even if I was not here, I think both of you would do fine. You're some of the finest mercenaries in the business. But I understand where you're coming from. Although she is an exceptionally intelligent, Nami does need guidance from time to time. People with these eccentric personalities tend to be difficult to work with if you do not understand them. If Akane tries to strike again, I promise that I will not isolate myself on purpose. All of us need to be untied if we're going to beat her, I think. Did she actually try to fight you, or were those drones the only weapon she used? Just drones. But judging from the way she moved, she is definitely going to be a dangerous opponent. She slipped into the shadows as easily as the ghost might slip through the wall. Wherever she is, she knows how to use her environment fully to her advantage. Everything about her is strange, to say the least. If you were going to pick out one detail about our bounty which stands out above all else, what do you think it would be? Her ego. I would say that her most definite trait is her ego. What makes you say that, Captain? Well, not only did she come all the way just to mess with us, she also confined enough to reveal herself to me. If she had not done that, then she would have been able to take us down at her own pace. But it's as if she is deliberately giving us the heads up. Above all else, it is her ego that defines her. She will deliberately leave behind clues, slip up, and taunt us. Because she believes in her superiority over us, even if she is supposedly our fan. Yes, it does make sense. Why would you bother traveling all this way if you didn't think you could emerge the victor? In addition, she is only challenging just you, but all three of us. Our reputation precedes us wherever we go, so if she thinks she can somehow beat all of us together, then no matter how skilled she is, she must have an incredible ego. That is my thought exactly. With that in mind, we can discern how she may behave in the future. Good thinking, Captain. No matter what way she plays out, we have to remain careful. Even if she looks like she does not wish to hurt us, we cannot trust anything that she says. You're right about that. So next time something like this happens, please don't do anything reckless. I'm only your crew member, so you have the final say in what you do. But please. Navi pulls her feet out of the water and wanders over to nearby a chair. She lays herself out, looking out at the stars. I do not know what I would do if we lost you, Captain. So I want to resolve this bounty as soon as possible. I understand how you feel, Nami. I don't think I could stand the feeling of losing either of you. We have all been together for a long time. If the idea of us carrying if one of us was missing, well, it just does not seem plausible. I get out the water too, walking over to Nami. She suddenly seems to get really awkward. Captain, you're standing fairly close to me. I can't stop myself looking. Oh, are you feeling lonely, Nami? Yes. She just lays there awkwardly and unsure how to express her feelings. There's no need to be shy then. I know how you feel. I know you do. Then why don't we let our passion talk? Well, I expected something like that sooner or later. But at least that was all I have for Sakura Space this time then, so hit like, subscribe, and see you next time. BroFive!